Hey guys, it's Andy. I'm here for MSPL Week 7. The past couple weeks I didn't do so well. We've actually had a shift in who's playing what. We got Hydreigon playing Gen 7 NU instead of Gen 5 OU, which is what I'm playing. We got Ducksuck playing Gen 4 OU, so we'll see how this lineup fares this week. But yeah, like I said, this week I'll be playing Gen 5 OU, which I'm not the most experienced, admittingly, but I can play it. I definitely know my way around Gen 5 OU. And Hydreigon passed me a team. It looks very nice, very offensive. Triple Dragon. He said Triple Dragon Blunder, so this is presumably Blunder's team, so you already know this is about to go undefeated. But yeah, Triple Dragon, Latios, Hydreigon, Garchomp, and then Band Scizor, Starmie, and Ferrothorn with Spikes and Stealth Rock. So just a very offensive team that hopefully I'll be able to put in a little bit of work with. So yeah, I'm just going to connect with, who's my opponent? RobJr. So going to connect with RobJr and get the battle going. I failed again, boys. When I went to record this battle, I inexplicably forgot to turn my camera on. So the footage of the battle is there. There's just no face cam or narration to accompany it. So I thought about putting, new footage over that original footage of the battle, but the timing and stuff would just be off. Like, I feel like just narrating the replay would be much more efficient, so that's what I'm gonna do. I did record it live, but I failed pretty supremely, so that's just my fault. If that upsets you, I'm sorry, but let's just get into the replay, shall we? Alright, so here we are. My opponent has this team. I of course got the Triple Dragon, and I was pretty content leading Starmie because I felt it led decently versus everything except Magnezone and Kyurem, which I didn't really expect him to lead with either of them. So I wanted to lead with my Garchomp, but I didn't in case he led one of these two. I really didn't want to be matched up versus an opposing Garchomp, which might be Scarfed or just risk a speed tie, as well as Keldeo, which threatens me with Icy Wind, or even Mew to some extent. So I led Starmie because I felt it led nicely versus these three, as he leads Keldeo, which is pretty much what I was trying to avoid by leading Garchomp. So this is good. Knowing he'll probably be threatened out by this, I just go for Analytic Hydro Pump as Mew comes in, takes like 62, but after the leftovers, I'm pretty sure without the analytic boost, I can't knock him out with another Hydro Pump, so I actually switch out to, I believe, my Latios in case he went, just to threaten him with, Draco Meteors. I wouldn't care if I got burned or any of that, so felt Lottie was a nice play, and he actually went Kyurem, but I got my Lottie in, which is good. Well, it could be good. If this is Scarfed, which it might be, I don't really switch well into it. Like, I have these two steel types that can switch in first, like Ice Beam or Draco Meteor if he wants to go for that, but Scizor is offensive. This could have HP Fire, so I'm not comfortable switching it in to begin with. Not only that, he has a Magnezone, so I really don't want to switch either of these in. So besides that, this is like a hyper offensive team, so switching isn't really optimal, so I just decided to stay in and risk it. If he's Scarfed, he's Scarfed. Nothing I can really do about it, so I just go for the Draco. As he goes into Magnezone, that worked if I Dracoed or if I went one of my steel types. I'm pretty sure he was probably expecting one of my steel types, fearing him to be Scarf, but like I said, I wasn't about to risk one of my steel types right there. So this is pretty good. I can't remember what I think I just Roost. I might go for Draco again. Mew comes in. I do go for Draco again, and it's a 2-hit KO, so I just go for Draco a third time, as he, I believe, goes out to Gliscor and dodges Draco. It wouldn't matter. I was so weakened at that point, it wouldn't have done much anyway, so that's fine. I forget what I actually do now. Looks like I go out to my Hydreigon, as he actually goes out to Magnezone. Probably, again, expecting one of my steel types on maybe an incoming Toxic, but again, I can't really play the way I want with my steel types because he has this Magnezone and he's actually playing pretty aggressive with it. So yeah, I bring in my Hydreigon and it's versus Magnezone, so it's pretty good. I think I go for Fire Blast first. Yeah, as he went Keldeo. Like, I wanted to go for Draco right there, expecting Keldeo, but I didn't. I couldn't tell you why. Like, I guess I didn't expect Keldeo to come in. I don't even know if Draco would have killed. It probably would have killed, because Life Orb Hydreigon is powerful. But I didn't make the play. I can only blame myself for it. And now I have this Keldeo that I have to deal with. And he actually makes a great play right here. Goes for Specs, HP, presumably Ghost. And Oko's my Starmie. So despite me having a pretty good first few turns, he Oko'd my Starmie. And now his team is a bit more threatening. But I do know his Keldeo is Specs based on that damage. So that's at least something. So I go out to my Ferrothorn here. And okay, I don't know. I tried to pause. I don't know what happened. I decided it was time to start setting up my hazards, particularly rocks and spikes, because that'll ensure Mew's destruction. So I get in my rocks. He goes mag, unless he's Specs, which Keldeo is Specs, so I didn't think this would also be. Unless he's Specs, he can't knock me out, so he goes for that. I live, so I can get up that second layer, and now Mew is dead, so I don't have to worry about that coming in. I do lose my Pharaoh, but it's not the end of the world. Like, since he had mag, I wouldn't be able to play the way I wanted to with it anyway. This threatened it, so I was content making that play. Now I go out to my Hydreigon, and I don't want to miss Fire Blast, so I just go for Superpower as he brings in Kyurem, which I was fine with, because this thing almost just dies to this Superpower. It lives on like literally 2%, excuse me. And again, if he's Scarfed, there's nothing I can do about it. So I just decided to stay in again and risk going for another Superpower, which does knock him out. He's not Scarfed, and he actually goes to Keldeo here. And at this point, I determined Hydreigon was pretty expendable. Mew is dead upon entry, so I don't need it for that. I don't even have Dark Pulse to threaten it. Chomp outspeeds me, Keldeo outspeeds me, both threaten me. The only thing worth keeping it for would maybe be Gliscor, since he got rid of my Starmie, but I decided to just Roost in case he went for like Hydro Pump, expecting I don't know what, but I went for Roost expecting maybe a Hydro Pump or another aggressive double, but he actually goes for Icy Wind and misses. And this was pretty huge because I get off the Roost, and as you can see, Icy Wind does 72, and I was at 71, so she probably should have been able to kill me there. I don't know if that was a roll or whatever, but had he knocked me out there, I would have still had to deal with this Keldeo, but instead I'm able to knock it out with Draco Meteor, and I still have my Hydreigon, so that was pretty huge. Why is it not pausing when I tell it to pause? Okay, but he goes Gliscor, and as you can see, he protected. I almost roosted again, but I felt there was no harm in just going for another Draco, but yeah, I didn't roost because I didn't think he would go for Protect, but he did. And now, since he has Protect, I'm pretty sure he'd have like Toxic Sub, so I think I go out to my Sizzle right now, as he does go for Substitute, so this way I at least can't be Toxic. I go for BP initially, as he goes for Quake, and now I believe it's tough because he can Protect right here, but because he can Protect right here, I'm thinking he won't, and I'm just gonna go out to my, Latios, as he goes, he sacks Mew. So, yeah, I didn't want to BP because this mag is just constantly threatening my Scizor, which I do kind of need, because since his Kyurem wasn't Scarfed, I'm assuming the Garchomp is. So that thing can just kind of click attacks and win if it wants to, so I really need to play careful with my Scizor. But Mew gets sacked as I bring in Lottie, and he goes Chomp. And here I think I just sack my Hydreigon, as he goes for Dual Chop and knocks me out. And I can go into my Scizor, and stop doing this when I click pause. Okay, so he went Gliscor, as I think I U-turned. Yeah, I did, knowing he would probably switch. So out to my Latios, and I can, what do I do, Draco? No, I think I just Surf so I don't lower my special attack. He protects, nothing I can really do about it. He's still in range of like a Surf roll, so I get the roll, knock him out, so that's that. Now he brings in Garchomp again, At this point, I'm sure he's Scarfed, but I don't want to switch my Scizor into an Outrage. The best play here, in my opinion, is to just stay in, because if he locks himself into Dual Chop, that can't knock out my Garchomp, and I can go for Dragon Claw, knock him out, and I believe after Mag comes in on Hazards, it will also die to Dragon Claw. Either way, I'll outspeed it and 2-hit KO it, but the play here was definitely staying in, because if he does lock himself into Outrage, which is the only thing that can kill me, I can go into my Scizor then, and then based on Outrage turns, I can potentially take out this Garchomp right here, or some other scenario, which you'll see, because I go for BP. It's easy 2-hit KO, as he gets only a 2-turn Outrage, so he's free to switch here. And I'm gonna be completely honest, he's at 18. I didn't think he was in range of Hazards, so I thought this was a 50-50 whether or not he would go Magnezone or just Quake again, or not Quake, Outrage again. If he stays in and goes for Outrage as I Bullet Punch, I win. If he goes Mag as I Bullet Punch, because I'm banded, I actually don't know how much it would have done. I don't think I would have 2-hit KO'd it though, so you know, I was debating for a while, and ultimately I just decided to make the play and go Garchomp as he switched to Mag, which, as you'll see, he actually does. He goes Magnezone, and I made the call right. I went out to my Garchomp, and I can just click Earthquake twice and win. But as you'll see, he actually was in range of Hazards, you know, the whole time. So I don't even know what to say. That, like, if he knew he was in range of Hazards, I don't get why he switched to begin with. Because like I said, I didn't think he was in range. I just did the math wrong. But I can't explain why he would switch out if he was in range and he knew he was in range, which I would have to assume he did, unless we both made the same mistake. If you guys know why he did that at the end, because I let you know why I did that at the end, because I didn't think he was in range and I thought it was a 50-50. If you know why he did that, then let me know, because I can't for the life of me figure it out, and it has been bugging me ever since. But the point is, I won, so we'll take it. It turns out though, my team, the Taco Bellsprouts, gets already eliminated from MSPL playoffs, which is unfortunate. I don't actually know how many more weeks there even are, but this was a fun game regardless, so I hope you guys enjoyed it. Hope you're looking forward to however much more of MSPL there is. And with that, I'll just end it here. So thank you guys for watching, and have a good day.